I can hold it. No, I'm all right.
Welcome to the Three Little Porkins podcast. I'm Lance.
I'm Matt.
And Paul is missing today because he could just not hold it. A lot of good things going on today in the Star Wars world. We have Celebration going on in Chicago. Super stoked about that. A lot of things are going to be coming out this weekend. Going to be super, super awesome.
And we have a very specific trailer to watch today, one we have not watched yet. We've been dying to watch it all day. It's the Episode 9 trailer. We are really crossing our fingers for this thing.
It's got to knock it out of the park for me.
I hope so.
Episode 8 for me was a real letdown. It just felt like it was not a continuation of Episode 7, what JJ kind of laid out. So I'm hoping JJ can come into Episode 9.
Close some of those loose ends, tie into any of that story at all.
Right, exactly.
Something.
You gotta nail it right here because the fan base is so divisive right now. You have people that are just right now, Star Wars.
Yeah. You have your new guys and your new kids, and that's what the fanfare for this other movie seemed to be for. And then you have your true blue diehard fans, and I think the majority of the diehard fans did not enjoy Episode 8. I know I didn't, and I've been here since the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. We have tried to stay spoiler free all day. So
hard.
This is our first take. Oh, man. Back on Jakku.
Yeah.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. This is your fight.
Every generation has a legend.
Okay, I have to point out, we just had like a Matrix moment here.
Yeah, it's kind of Matrix-y, wasn't it?
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of chills.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool though.
Yeah, well,
pretty cool.
When Skywalker comes on,
It's
just man, that hits you because you know he's a Force ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So is he talking to her there, or is that just pure voiceover, or is she hearing that in her head?
Yeah,
What's going on?
yeah. Let's keep watching this thing.
It's an A-wave right there.
Orlando Coliseum. Is that a piece of the Death Star? It looks like the dish on the Death Star there. Now that sounds like Mark Hamill.
No, dude.
Oh, that's the Emperor.
That's Palpatine.
That's Palpatine, yes.
Whoa.
So can we finally see Plagueis, the story play out or something? I mean,
whoa.
We gotta watch that again.
We definitely gotta run that back.
That definitely looked like the dish on the Death Star.
Oh, I definitely think that's the Death Star.
Yeah. Which would play into the Emperor who fell to his death.
Hear that last little bit right there? Right here.
Will always be with you.
No one's ever really gone.
Ah, okay. I got to be honest. I have genuine goosebumps. I mean, that's a good trailer. I personally liked The Force Awakens a lot more than obviously for Episode 8. J.J. Abrams, I'm a big fan of his, but did we just get this glorified look or peak, or are we going to get that movie that we've been dying for? Because we were let down on the last movie.
Yeah, I mean, just to me, it didn't feel like a Star Wars movie.
Disconnected completely. No. It almost like they didn't have. Nobody sat in the same room while they were planning out the trilogy.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. To me, that trailer, I was okay with it. Obviously, they're not going to give away too much in the trailer.
No.
You're just going to kind of see the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is kind of what we've been up to. Obviously, we can tell they're back on Jakku. We pretty much think that's Jakku.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Tatooine. There have been reports that it was Tatooine. That looks like Jakku to me. I think there's the stuff that JJ was setting up with Episode 7. Yeah. I believe that he was wanting Jakku to be the spot, where this movie really took place at, and it just felt like, to me, I really didn't like the Matrix moment. What is that all about?
Well, I mean, again, that kind of goes back to Episode 8's problems, where we have this character who had zero training and just instantly, I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, she barely trained with Luke Skywalker, and now she's a superhero. Again, you go back to Leia too. Leia had no training whatsoever. She was merely a force sensitive going into her entire canon series.
And all of a sudden, it's
she's done something that nobody's ever done.
Kind of going off rails here, but there was a rumor going around that in Episode 7, the opening title scene was going to have Luke's hand floating in space.
Yeah.
The running rumor now is that Rey is a clone based off of Luke's hand. So that's why she is inheriting these
abilities.
These awesome abilities. Like, they clone the midichlorians and they're in that state. And listen, I don't buy it.
I've heard that story before. It's called X-23 from the Marvel Comics. Ironically, that we now own Marvel Comics Disney. And X-23 was a clone of Wolverine, who they turned into a female, kind of.
Right.
I mean,
I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
If they're bringing the Emperor back, that just proves to me and Matt, we've talked before the first trailer of Episode 7 ever came out. We talked about who's the big bad guy. Yeah,
I mean, that's again, you made this whole Snoke character, and he's just a throwaway character.
Right.
I mean, he created the First Order. He built an army. I mean, he built star destroyers bigger than anything you'd ever seen on screen before, and then we just threw him away.
Yeah, he gets literally Jedi mind tricked.
Yeah.
That wasn't what happened, but that's just what it appears to be. He got manipulated, and I think there's a lot of hate for the prequels. I mean, I don't mind the prequels. There's a lot of hate for the prequels, but the prequels they actually set up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
7, 8, and 9. Have you heard the story of Darth Plagueis?
Thank you. Yes. I mean, that to me, I mean, we talked about this long before we ever went to see Force Awakens.
The Fork Awakens?
The Fork,
it
yeah.
does?
Porkins.
The Porkins.
But we talked about this long before we ever went to see that, and how we were so excited to see Snoke and the possibility that he could have been a form of Plagueis.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a dead ringer for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you mention him in the prequels, then bam, here he is, and let's see, because as awesome and as smart as the Emperor was, I mean, he was right under the Jedi's nose.
Yeah, and that was his biggest game. I mean, if you're going by the novels and everything else, the Emperor, he took pleasure in hiding in plain sight, right in front of the Jedi. That was his joy, and Plagueis taught him everything he knows.
Right. So why not put him in 7, 8, and 9 and make him the big bad, and then you wrap up the Skywalker, because in Plagueis, which is not canon, but him and Palpatine created Anakin out of the Force.
Out of the Force,
That
yeah.
ties everything up. I'm really hoping that in the trailer we just saw that is not the Emperor, that is actually Snoke.
Or some, yeah. I mean, we never know. He said that, what did he say? They're never dead.
They're never truly gone, basically.
Yeah. So they're never truly gone. I mean, we don't know that that's not a Force ghost.
No, could be.
Too, you know?
Yeah, it could be.
We had to take a small break, and we actually had to look and see this TIE fighter. This is, apparently is a character from the Force Resistance.
We think.
Yeah. It looks like Major Von Reg's TIE fighter, this where she does this Matrix move. It's a pretty... I mean, I've got to say one thing off the subject. This is a visually really awesome looking shot. I mean, we got this thing paused here, and I mean, this looks like a wallpaper on your computer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. And let's just go ahead and say it. Whoever's flying this TIE,
yeah,
you're 3 feet off the ground, and you're flying it like it's nobody's business. And but I'm getting nitpicky. You're going up against a Jedi, but you're that far out, and you hadn't fired a single laser yet. You can try to run her over with a TIE fighter. Really? Is that where we're at right now?
Okay, so go back to Episode 8 when Finn drove directly at this whole line of guerrillas, and not one person opened fire.
But is this where we're at?
We're definitely there.
We're not gonna, try to fight these guys. We're just gonna run them over. How many points is it if you kill a Jedi with a TIE fighter?
Yes. Okay, because we'll have to do a whole nother video where I go back into the flaws of Episode 8. But we can drive directly at people without opening fire. How much pride do you have to feel like, I'm going to hit them?
Yeah. She's definitely not going to force jump over me.
Yeah, that'll
because,
never happen.
She does not know how to do Jedi mind tricks or hold things up in the air.
Nobody
She can't jump really high.
Nobody phoned into this guy and said, hey, she was trained by Luke Skywalker, right?
I mean, not even a missile or
no, nothing.
Like a orbital bombardment.
Let's play the devil's advocate for a second here. Let's assume the sun's in his eyes. He didn't see her there. She just jumped out right in front of him.
And it's his first day on the job.
Yeah, okay. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so she opens up her lightsaber. I'm predicting this is like a can opener move.
This is a new world.
All right, let's see if we got some Knights of Ren here.
That's Knights of Ren, bro. That's my thoughts. Look right here. Look right here. Look at the weapon. I'm telling you, this was a redemption arc for Kylo.
This has a flashback quality to it too.
It does.
Like that whole red light around it.
It does. From the first, from Episode 7. That's a great point. That really could be.
All right,
because
so
the
now
First Order's there with him too.
Right.
They're all in the same direction.
And now he's carving up his helmet too.
I think he's welding it back together.
Is he? Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's putting it back together right now. This is a boy band.
I will point out that Poe is taking on a very Han Solo kind of look there.
So I think that's the character they're really trying to force him into.
And we have a new droid too, by the way. It looks like a little.
It's better than Porkins. Not Porkins. Better than Porgs.
The Porgs. It is the Porg. Looks like. Yeah. It's a toy. That's really. If you
the push the toys out.
It is. It's the toy. All right. I love bringing back Lando Calrissian. I think if we had to do the original characters over again, bring him back. But Disney, do not kill him.
Oh, he's dead. His daughter's in it. He's totally doomed.
Come on. We're going backwards again a little bit. So we got Lando back. He originally owned the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, he's dead.
So was the Falcon, for that matter.
Yeah, well, I think
the thing's a Pinto of the future right now. I mean, you think about it.
It's been around, though.
It was old in the original trilogy.
Yeah, but I think as many fans were upset that Luke Skywalker died. I know I am.
Yes.
You kill the Falcon, people walk out of that theater. They walk out.
I agree.
And walk. I will rage quit.
It's gonna be the end of the movie. It's
Right,
like
end of the movie, last scene.
somebody's just gunning that thing towards
Right,
something.
and you're just like, come on, man. Really, we had.
Well,
That's the untouchable.
unless they
It
go
really
all
is.
pimp my ride on it.
And add the escape pod back.
Put some big spinning rims on it. I definitely still see all Death Star. That looks like the dish that projected the beams, you know.
So, I don't know, and I'll have to look it up. I don't know where the Death Star, if the Death Star, when it was destroyed, if pieces of it crashed on derelict planets. This could be somewhere close to Jakku, which, I don't know. Could be, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a star chart to know
But
what the galaxy
maybe somewhere close to Endor.
Yeah.
They traveled here looking for relics, because that was kind of one of the things too, that the Knights of Ren were going out looking for all these relics. Maybe they come out here and that's how they run into the Emperor, because that's where he died.
Or, I mean, I guess it could be the Super Death Star. I know. They made a Super Death Star. Could it be, folks? Are they building another one?
If they build another Death Star, the series is doomed, because they have no idea what
They
to
have
do.
burned that idea out.
I mean, when I saw it in 7, they were like, yeah, it's just bigger. Like, whoa, okay, who thought that was a great idea?
But it was just as easy to blow up.
Right. If not easier. The janitor.
I was about to say, everybody said, he's a janitor. He knows how to blow that thing up. If I had to go into any heist movie and we're going to go look for some information from somebody important, the janitor. That's the guy I'm going to.
You got to. He has access to everything. You know, how does that board meeting go? Hey guys, listen, we need a really strong super weapon. What are we building? Hey, Death Star's a cool trick.
Hey, we almost got it working.
We killed a couple planets.
We almost made that happen. I guess that's the closest we got to.
That's it. That really does look like the dish of the Death Star. I mean, it doesn't look like an engine.
I'm saying Death Star just because a Super Death Star would be like that. I mean, we're talking. I mean,
yeah, but you
planet size to they made it bigger than a planet, obviously, because
I mean, if it was
the Super Death Star was bigger.
You would think you would see some engine components that far deep into the dish. You know, maybe I don't know.
I mean, if there could be. I mean, there's some logic to this. If there are pieces like this laying around, they had massive kyber crystals to shoot those lasers with. I mean, that was that was the whole reason that they were talking with Jin's dad in the
in Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they.
So there's some scrappers that could have been. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
So if this is a planet of Jakku, scrappers
Could be.
You know,
it could be. Well, guys, that kind of wraps up our reaction video and kind of brief review of the Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Thank you all so much. We're new to this. We're giving this a try. Please hit the like button, subscribe to us. Thank you so much.
Thanks.